right, Libra and Aquarius sun sign compatibility. Okay, so you've got two air signs here. Naturally, with Western astrology, personality astrology, and relationship compatibility, we say if you are of the same element, that means you have a natural compatibility. Therefore, it should equal happy relational bliss, right? Well, yes and no. With Aquarius and Libra, yes, you have two air signs. Something I have noted, and this may just be my own personal take on it. I am a Libra, and my experience with Aquarius has been I love Aquarius types. Some of my very best friends have been Aquarius. Now, speaking from my experience, because Aquarius also is in my seventh house. So most people who are Aquarius sun fall into my seventh house, which is the house of the other. And to me, it's not necessarily a romantic, it doesn't have a romantic vibe to it, but definitely this enjoyable, I love the eccentricity of Aquarius. I love the way they're kind of offbeat, and they come at things from their own sort of eccentric viewpoint, which I love. And I like the sort of somewhat outspokenness that some Aquariuses can have to them, and just, I'm open to learning from them. Okay, so this is my personal take on it. Many times, because you've got so much air, you want to see with the moons, or with the personal planets, some interesting dynamics happening. So whether it's that they're fiery, or you've got, some earthiness to ground the two and make it more sensual and present, or if you've got two people who are just both have tons of air in their chart, that can work. If there are two people if the Libra is one who is very air, they have an air moon, let's say, or a lot of the personal planets are air, and same with that Aquarius, then that can work. It's just, see, the air signs are about, like, imagine if you've ever been to a meetup group before. A meetup group is a very air sign activity. It's coming together to have conversation, enjoy the social networking, and then go on your way. Okay, that's air. If you've got two people who are strongly air, this relationship could lack the sort of weight and the heaviness that's needed to sort of bring it down to earth, to ground it into a relationship that's more solid and long term. So while you can have really great social interaction and conversation and intellectual exchange between these two sun signs, without gravitas and the rest of the chart, they can end up just being really good friends. Okay, so initially what's going to attract these two is, again, that conversation and the fact that they're both interested in the world of the mind, the intellect, sharing ideas with each other, and as long as there are other indicators this can be more than a platonic relationship, then at least they will definitely have a nice social exchange with one another. You could run into sometimes Aquarius can be known for being our zodiac sign that can be a little eccentric and a little different. They do things a little they do it their own way, okay? And sometimes Libras do like things to be done in a way where you're polite and you're using your best manners sometimes. And so they can kind of be it depends on that Libra, the rest of that Libra's chart. If that Libra has strong Uranus and some strong 11th house in their chart, then they're going to appreciate the way that Aquarius comes at things sideways. If not, there can be some conflict there, and the Libra can just think that the Aquarius is weird. And also the Aquarius could come at the Libra and think that the Libra is a little uptight, or just go with the flow here a little more. So, but overall, I think there's definitely an openness here between these two, especially this idea of learning, sharing ideas with each other, trying new things, a lot of social activity. Again, as I said, there's definitely a friendly thing happening here for sure between these two air signs. And you just need, as long as you've got the rest of the chart bringing in, whether it's some earthiness or some fire or even some water to bring some emotion, some emotional depth to these two, that would be really helpful. As far as sexually too, it should be noted that we're talking about sun signs. So sun signs aren't necessarily directly speaking to your sexual nature. It's more just kind of your personality. It's the lens through which all of your planets sort of shine. It's the sun. And so, you got to look at the rest of the chart to really have an idea about the sexual compatibility between these two. On the surface of it, though, Aquarius and Libra are just not necessarily super hot. It's not a hot combination. So you'd need to have some nice hot stuff happening on the Marses, or the placements, the house placements of those Mars, and also the aspects in the birth charts of each of those Mars. If they've got to be carrying some similarities with one another, so there can be some heat there between these two. So overall, I think this is a really fun partnership. This is one where there's a lot of opportunity to learn new things from one another, to grow, to learn about. Also, it could be one that a relationship that's a little bit of a non-committal relationship, you know, depending upon, again, the moons, but it could be one where you're learning about openness and expansiveness and relating to one another through a romantic context, and learning how to not hold on. The Libra is going to be probably, Libra, they're both quite flirtatious, but Libra is the one that really does want partnering. Libra appreciates partnering, even if they like to partner with more than one person, depending on the rest of that Libra's chart. And Aquarius likes openness. Aquarius likes to feel free. So there can be a conflict here if the Libra wants to lock things down and that Aquarius still kind of wants to be free to do their thing. There's going to have to be some discussion that happens to get to a place of common ground between these two. But overall, I like these friends as like friends and lovers. Could be even friends with benefits, or it could be long-term. Just look at the rest of the chart. Look at the moons, especially those emotional natures, instinctively, how those two people are going to sort of respond to one another. And that will give you a better idea about how this relationship will play out. Let me know about your Libra Aquarius relationship. If you'd like a birth chart reading, head over to moderncosmic.com. You can see my schedule, book a time that works for you. Or if you just want to watch my videos, if you'd like to learn more about love and astrology, subscribe to the channel, and I am happy to provide lots of content for you. So keep checking back. All right, have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Okay, bye-bye.